Hello, and welcome to my channel. And we'll be doing some more Divinity, Origin of Sin today. Just putting a pillow on my chair because I actually need to change it. It's getting worn out. Anyway, let's play some Divinity. Well, we've already started a game on this hard playthrough. It's not far from the beginning. We basically only have made Evelyn get out of the city and fought a couple of undead outside. So if you're not familiar with the story, I'm gonna give you a short runaround of what happened. There were a lot of problems in the city named Seal. Some of these problems go around the murder of the town council named Jake. There are many suspects for who killed Jake. There is a healer's apprentice. There is the mayor himself, the captain of the guard, and his wife, who was obviously cheating on him, and everybody knows that. At first, of course, first suspect, wife. We go and check her wife. We found several stuff, like a bloody knife, a book about the perfect murder. It's just circumstantial evidence. But after we present it all, we found out something interesting. She tells us that Jake, they married out of basically. They each had their own goals they wanted to achieve. There was no passion between them. So the Duke of Pharaoh, the man who his wife was cheating with him on, was actually like known to him, and they didn't really have a problem with that. So he was visiting another girl named Evelyn, the hero's apprentice. And yes, Evelyn was the one to seemingly kill Jake, from what we know right now. And after she found out that we were investigating her, she left for her secret cave. And she's waiting on one of her apprentices that has stolen a very powerful staff from the mayor to bring the staff to her so that she can up her power a lot more, and she'll be a lot more dangerous. Now our quest is to find this We need to find this this girl. We need to stop her from getting the staff. We need to find out what the frick happened to Jake. So, and we're playing on hard difficulty, which is challenging. Everything has a lot more HP. Everything is a lot harder to do. I've played this game before, so I have a somewhat of an understanding of how this goes. But oh no, that's mine. Why did I drop it? This back. Okay. I have a somewhat understanding of how this game goes. Not perfect. I've been playing it from Alpha, but haven't played much. I've just done that and that. And by that and that, I just mean I've been fucking around the game and doing a lot of random shit instead of the actual quests. Anyway, we've managed to gather a couple of interesting stuff on our characters. We have the two characters that the game provides, Jahan and Madora. From my knowledge, they're the only ones you can recruit from the city, and they come at level 3. Everybody else that you can recruit in your homestead, which is, we'll talk about that in a couple of seconds, which is your main base basically, come at level 1. Besides that, we have our pyrotechnist, like fire earth mage, and our marksman, so to say, Elia Thorn and William Ravenhilt. I was talking before about our homestead. Okay, so what our homestead is. Our homestead is a kind of an intergalactic, like edge of the galaxy kind of place. We're gonna go there right now and show it to you. After you interact a bit with the world, it's gonna inadvertently send you to one of these places, to this place exactly. well, you will be shown in the bigger picture, your actual big quest. Ooh. I'm gonna explain who this is immediately. Okay, so this is our base of operations. You will first, when we get here, we are spawned here, and we met this little imp. This imp is actually a character from Divinity or Divinity 1, as you would call it. He is a very important character, a goblin archmage with a lot of power and a bit mad. He explains to you that this place is stands at the edge of the universe, and we can see the end of the universe coming through this telescope. And this is the end of the universe. A black hole that is slowly but surely swallowing everything up. And of course our quest is to stop that. So, another couple of details. Around here there is another character named the Weaver of Time, and she is what her name makes her out to be, the Weaver of Time. She tells us something weird. She sees everything and anything and everybody, but for us. Willem Ravenhilt, or Roderick in the original one, and Eliathorn, or Scarlet, again original name, are the two creatures that seemingly, I don't know the whole story, so I'm really just pulling at threads right now. They have done something, they have lost their memories, because the first time we entered in this room, the Hall of Heroes, which is that I haven't entered, so you will see it now.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
There is this character that you can see here, Astarte. You! It cannot be you! But it can only be you! The Guardians! But how weak you have become, as weak as you used to be strong. Look about you, you used to lead, and now you follow, ignorant of your faults and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this, woe to the world that has come to this.
The Guardians. He won't believe me, the fiend. They have come, as I knew they would. Could they save me yet? Is there still hope?
I don't know who that is, but I gathered that she's kind of a representation of Earth, or existence in itself. We don't know anything yet. Knife at the end of time, cup at the end of time, spoon at the end of time. Yeah, everything is named at the end of time. John Smith. Of course, a reference to our dear Doctor Who. But this is John Smith, and we can hire people from him.
Farewell.
But we need to get rid of it. That 4 is our max, unfortunately. And well, as I said before, they were just hinted that we existed here before, and we were very strong and powerful. The Guardians, as she named us. But we don't know what we are, and not yet anyway. Maybe we find out, get to our former power, and save her, if I'm right in saying that she's a representation of Earth or creation in itself.
I haven't the foggiest, but the eerie bit is that she seems to know us.
Exactly. And this is the main plotline that you kind of figure out along the way, like while you go on and do like side quests and other story quests. You will create your characters, meaning that your decisions along the way will give them traits like pragmatic, altruistic, obedient, righteous, compassionate, and so on. And everything kind of goes on. Like for example, every trait score has a has its score in itself, because you have multiple instances where you can either be romantic or pragmatic, altruistic or egotistical. It's the role-playing perspective of this game is very big, so I recommend you really think about creating your characters first. Like, I want this to be Area 4, not just a name and a face and some skills that you just push in there to for it to be OP in battle, and that's all that you think about. Think more of what is her. She's a wayfarer. She's kind of a ranger, but she's reclusive. She doesn't necessarily want to be sociable with people, but she is a compassionate creature. She avoids the real world because of the how harsh it is, but now she's thrown into it, so she must face it with her companion, which only she trusts. And then Willem is a mage. He has seen and faced many evils, and he will see and face many more. He has found Arya, and she is his companion. His duty is to protect her, and she has taught him compassion. She has taught him feelings that he never thought he would ever get. He was desensitized by the world around him, but a creature so innocent and so good as Arya just changed him. And well, try and discover this role-playing side of the game, because this is the core of it, and the core of Rarian Studios, which I might add is a game studios that has always delivered great games, very good games. I fully recommend buying this game and all of the other Rarian games. I have them myself. I even bought them, in like Anthology, the actual like all three of the games that they have released before, and Dragon Commander. And their games are always good. It's worth buying them, and it's worth experiencing everything in the game. You can go on and have fun and just killing everybody and doing whatever the fuck you want, because this is one side of the game. This is what the game lets you do as well. But I suggest first, before anything else, try and experience the game as they want you to experience it, because it's really a nice game and it's really a very beautiful story. Okay, let's go on and speak to Zyzax and the Weaver of Time. Ah, so the mysterious lady at the room speaks to you at least. Tell me, what does she say? Let me tell you.
Dearest chum.
You say you are the imp historian, but you seem to be more than a mere imp and more than a mere more than a mere historian. Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time? I'll be out of a job! So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. So what we must not repeat, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Okay, let's talk to the Weaver of Time, see if we have anything more from her. Threads I weave and tales I'll tell. Oh, I will tell. I met a strange woman in one of the rooms. Do you know who she is? She is one history shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. She has wronged you. Perhaps you have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of the endlessness. I discovered a great hole behind one of the portals. Could you tell me more about it? The threads tell me that once. Oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a world. Once you strode across the hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have fled, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads. More threads we need. Okay, so seems we were very much OP, and the DM decided to kick us out of the game, and we needed to remake our characters. Yes, yes, bad DM jokes that only I understand. Okay, let's go to Saisiel and continue on our quest in trying to find Everin and the Staff of Peregrine. Okay, something we do know, which is the fact that Ahu's invention or something like that was is blocking the path to Everin. So let's see if we can find more about this invention at the bar, or maybe ask Ahu himself.
Can I help you?
Forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for.
Farewell.
I'm not interested in it. Harvard's you. Harvard, leave me alone. Don't think we'll find anything around here. So, you know what we do? We send our ranger to talk to Ahu, who is up here. And we'll keep our mage and get him to look at the available spells to see if we can buy anything more interesting for our characters. Let's see, do we have the strong regenerate skill? Yes, we do have the strong regenerate skill. A shocking touch would not. We don't have enough money yet. We'll get them. Let's see. Has she made it? She has made it. Why I do this is Zazex will give you a gift. These pyramids. The pyramids again from Divinity from the first game. Very awesome item. I've used them several times. I'm gonna show you how they work in just a second. Okay, where she is. Okay. This is the Cat Archmage. Again, another reference. Ahu first appears in the first game when a Dragon Rider that is about 10 levels your level attacks you and will ultimately almost kill you. But then this Archmage appears and just smites the shit out of the Dragon Rider. And his name is Ahu. And he seems to be a shape changer with a tendency to stay in his cat form for a bit too long. I don't... Oh, an intelligence robe. Would be pretty good. Let's see. What can we sell? What are you interested in? There must be something we can give you around here. Oh, there's a staff we don't need anymore. Maybe a bow. We'll keep that bow because it's high level. We might use that. Croft. We don't need this. Like I said, we have spells that give us armor more. Sell him some food. Everything here is sellable. I just suggest being very careful in saying, because if you sell a lot of stuff and just press OK, you don't get the money. It's not like that. You need to press the brands if he has the money to give you, or you need to put enough items in here of the value of the item you're trying to buy. So that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to find the exact value that this guy wants to. Immune to burning. Fire shield. We should sell this. Yes. And now we have this. And source onto business. Okay, so we need I think we need a type of quest first, which I don't remember where to get. Let's see if this can help us. We discovered another of these starstones. Yeah, mysterious murder. We found the location of Terror. Yes, that is right. If I remember correctly, the quest that you can get is from these guys, Mendius and the Fantastic Four. This guy talks a lot but says nothing, and he's a fraud. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what I'm used to be, and that is a man of medicine. What does a man of medicine do but mend what was first broken? I saved lives, but to be sure, but today I changed them. About the opportunity you mentioned? Oh, it is not merely an opportunity, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure? Of course I do. How else could it be? See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path, the rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad the Rhino War comes to such a measly recompense, am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you wish sometimes you'd earn more? Urim isn't interested in riches. Oh, I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your hearts of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover it and the treasure during your travel. Yes, but that's a treasure, no? I'm not interested in riches. Let's actually get Elia to participate in this conversation. Oh, that is how they are used, by the way. You just press them, and this pyramid will teleport to the brother pyramid, the twin pyramid, the blue one. Even so, my friend, matters of penitentiary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must be frightfully dreary sometimes, am I right? Orders, investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots, be your own boss? Well, William would like to be his own boss, yes. But he's been a source hunter for a reason. Because people that know more than himself, he's using them as a tool more than anything else. He's trying to advance on his own standards. So yeah, it's better to read than follow for him. Well spoken indeed. Life's too short to spend it on someone else's bidding, am I right? Of course I am. 1 second. Just trying to fix him. She was the one with obedience, if I remember correctly. Yes. Yes, and he is the one with the willpower. Well said indeed. Life's too short to spend it on doing someone else's bidding, am I right? Of course I am. And I wish I could help you attain a dream, enact the change you deserve. And what that is exactly is why I'm here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I can meet you, and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is ours. Tell me more about the Fabulous Five. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers guild in Riverrun. Our mission? To better the world. Our mantra? To better ourselves as we do it. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you do. And you can, of course. If you still have questions, I shall answer them as best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started? But what is that of them actually do? What a gem of a quest, straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade, most meritorious of you. Now, then to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. It shall be the one to give you your first contract, and once the job is done, I shall see it you get your own fair share of the reward. Obviously, until now, we realize that this guy is talking shit. Complete and utter bullshit. But let's see what he says next. Of course, should you spread the word, should you go propagate the gospel of the fabulous fire, and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you'll get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? But now, the genial girl of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? What I did say fellowship, I mean family. For like a family we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly show your rise through your ranks. You will better yourselves, you will better live on, you will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you will get fabulously wealthy in the process. Let's change the subject. Fuck you, dude. You're so full of bullshit. You could be a public toilet. I need a moment to reflect. For the good of all, Soul Santos ought to be altruistic, as I, without exception. Yes, that is what she would say. Those giving, as you are rare and exquisite as rubies. What a pleasure to behold you. Exactly, I couldn't have worded better what William feels at this moment. To see the innocence and good in Elia is what keeps him going and on this perilous journey they follow. This is something that I got from the other playthroughs. These are actually the other members of the Fabulous Five. Yeah, he's not the most famous wizard. I'm the most famous wizard. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Sure, you've already been voted the most refreshing adventurers by the... Yeah. If you say so. I still feel you're full of shit, so I'm gonna just ignore you. And I pretend I listened to what you just said. I do not... Again, I don't remember how we get the quest from Ahu, so we'll not get it. We'll go without it. You don't need to get that quest though. What you get in that quest actually is just a remote control that, if you're smart enough to use it, which I haven't figured out how to, you can control the big boss. But the best advice that I could give you, or throughout all of this game, when fighting bosses, teleport spell. Just teleport spell. If the big bosses, they usually move very slow and don't have that many action points. Considering that, if you teleport spell them behind when they have gotten near you, you will have enough time to DPS them down. And always slow, use conditions. This game is based on conditions, especially if you're trying to play it hard as I am. You're not interested necessarily in only damage output, you're interested in critical hits, you're interested in stunning, and burning, and freezing potential enemies. Okay, so we know we need to get here. Yeah, here is where the around here is where the Evelyn's thing is, but we can't get there that easily. We need to find a way through, which will not prove to be as easy as it sounds. Now, let's fight some fire elementals. Cast a little spell there. We can't learn these on him yet. And let's surprise them. So let's have our friend over here do a boulder bash on their mage. We managed a surprise, but we might still manage to do something. Let's see. Let's take our precision stance. Shoot this guy. Oh, that was a bad call. That was a very bad call. I think we're okay. This guy is a bit too far away. Can use 3 action points to get nearer. And try. We need to take the mages out first. Usually, they are very, very perilous. Let's cast that water spell again. Yeah, see? We would have been burned by now if we didn't have that fire spell or rain spell out. Now let's see the best way to deal with